Hey everyone, this is Raspberry reporting for duty. I should have been reporting for duty yesterday, but oh well, things didn't go quite according to plan there. My mother walked into the room and it's awkward. It's like when someone's reading over your shoulder when you're trying to do a video blog and someone's just sitting behind you, you know? And it's like I can't say anything because it's her room, because the PC's not like downstairs because, you know, I'm up in my flat most of the time. Both my sisters moved out, you know, so, you know, the PC's in here. And my laptop's broken, so what am I going to do about it? And I realised the last two videos have been pretty blurry. And the reason for that is I got two webcams. One of them, my more recent one, given my talents at breaking any technology, I dropped it into a cup of coffee. Because the wire was too short to get up here from down there. That's where the hard drive is. So I had to balance it on a cap, which I learned the hard way was full. And I don't know, you can get more distance with this one, but it's blurry a lot. It looks clear enough when you hear, but it's blurry when you actually watch them back. So yes, relationships. I am a pretty romantic person deep down. I don't know. I wouldn't say I believe in soulmates. I'm not that romantic. I do believe that there are people out there that are perfect for each other. But when you think about it, there's going on 7 billion people on the planet, you know? And the world wasn't built just to sustain their loneliness, you know? Just because two people are lucky enough to find each other, you know, given how many people, you know, you might not be that lucky. Unfortunately, you know, I have been that lucky yet. I've, you know, I mean, I think I've been in love. I think so. But I've never felt the whole can't be away from you thing, you know? So, I mean, I hate when people say love when they don't mean it, you know? That's a big thing around Cardiff. It's like, there's this one guy, he's not going to watch these videos, and even if he is, he's probably going to think, oh my god, you're a fucking hater, you're a fucking hater, you're a fucking hater. Haha, you've made me famous for mentioning the internet. Well done. I'm not going to mention your name, you jackass. So there's a big hole in your theory. But anyway, I've known him about back when I was in college, you know, in my second year of college, so that's about 2 years ago. And I met him through this guy that I was sort of almost seeing, but not really almost seeing. And I got him on Facebook a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, because we met up again, because I met up with this guy again, and this guy was pissing me off that day because I was ill, and he'd made a big fuss of coming up to see me, and I was like, I can't get out of bed, I don't want to get out of bed. And then I thought, right, fuck it, if he's gonna come up, just, you know, go out, it'll be good for you, get some fresh air, you know. So then we were there, he was up there for 30 minutes, then he went home and left me with this whole bunch of people I'd never met before in my life. And I went out with this guy, and to your face he's really friendly, but then he can be a bit bitchy on Facebook, you know, to you. And you can't tell if he thinks it's endearing or if he generally means to be insulting, because, you know, yeah, everyone says that, you know, if you want to say something bad about me, you say it to my face, but you just don't attack someone for no reason, you know? And that's what he did, you know? And he thinks he's so, you know, he's got 50 boyfriends a week, you know, and every single one he uses the word love for, and that pisses me off more than all the bad stuff he's been saying to me and other people. You shouldn't use that word unless you mean it. It's a cruel thing to do. Mind you, there's this one story I got, and it's The Origin of Love, and it's like a Plato story, but I got it from Hedwig and the Angry Inch. And it's about soulmates, I guess, and the Origin of Love. And basically it says that once upon a time, instead of being as we are now, each person was made up of two people as we'd understand them today. There were the children of the sun, which were two men. Children of the earth were two women, and children of the moon were a man and a woman. And one day they tried to take over Mount Olympus, and the gods of Mount Olympus split them in half, and that's how we became today, and that's why we feel love. According to this philosophy, it's because we feel a need to reunite with our other halves, and I think that's a really poignant, really pretty way of looking at it. It's not, it's just like saying, it's hope for you, no matter what. And I don't believe in soulmates, but I think it's a really pretty philosophy. It's like, I don't believe in a lot of things, but I can still, find them pretty. I don't believe in, I definitely don't believe in the Bible, but there's some really, really pretty quotations in there, and some really good ideas in there. And I think my favourite one I got from another book of The Gargoyle, which is it's a really religious book, so it's gonna have thingies. The quote goes, "It is certain because it is impossible." And you could say that's, when I'm saying that soulmates are impossible, it means there's definitely someone out there. And true, there is someone out there, but you're not gonna meet them, probably. You're gonna have to make do with whoever, and it's like, that's the same way with everything. Everyone's got dreams and ambitions, and there's always something better out there, but more often than not you're gonna have to make do, so yeah. And I don't really want to talk about the guy I was seeing because we're just friends, and I want to I love him to bits, like, as a friend, I think. I'm not sure, but I just don't want to talk about it. It's too recent. I haven't had time to like think about what I would say, And okay, so I thought I'd tell you a funny story about Kyle. And Kyle is a douchebag. Kyle is a sperm his mother should have swallowed. He doesn't like me. I've tried to be friendly with him, and it's not working. And I didn't talk to him for about a year because he was being a douchebag to me, and then he starts talking to me again out of the blue, and then like a few weeks later, a few months later or something, he just suddenly just stops talking to me again. And like the last conversation we had before this was a really good long conversation, a really happy conversation, and it's like I want to punch him and then kiss it better, and then push him off a cliff and then pull him back up and then punch him again. It's just I don't believe you can hate someone that you love, or you used to love, or you used to think you loved, or whatever. I think that in this situation, I don't hate him. I don't. I just think that he's a douchebag, If he apologised, then I'd accept it. But he's not going to, so yeah. Here's a funny story about him. He's never going to watch this video, and even if he does, he's probably going to, he doesn't even remember this happening, but it happened. He won't admit it to me because he doesn't like admitting that it was like he was ever seen naked by anyone we used to date, or whatever you want to call it. So he's on webcam. I'm not on webcam because about this time I don't have a webcam, and he's doing the things that you tend to do when you've got a webcam and you're talking to someone that you're seeing or whatever. And his mother walks into the room, and he pulls the blankets up to here, and then he just pulls his head out and does the really cute little nod, and that's the funniest thing that ever happened to him, because he doesn't show people emotion. He shows people happiness and anger. He doesn't show people fear or sadness or something, And yeah, now that you see that, you can't love someone until you've seen them in every state, There's the Marilyn Monroe quote, I can't remember where it goes. And I always have quotes, and they're really good, and I can't think of them until like the last 8 seconds of the video, but anyway, yeah, last 8 seconds of the video. There must be a quote I can find. Right. This one's from Norwegian Wood. The quote goes, "People are strange when you're a stranger." And it's true. Until you're involved with people, until you're a part of their lives, you can't even begin to comprehend what's going on in their heads, so you don't know them. So they're strange.